Hello, everybody, and welcome on back to another episode of Hardspace Shipbreaker. This is episode 14, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna apologize because I probably look like a hot mess. A lot has happened in the past few days. And it's just been really crazy, and we'll get into that. But welcome on back to another episode. I do also apologize if I look a little lopsided, and I'll get into the reason why I might be appearing a little lopsided. But I went ahead and started up a new ship for us. Again, this is episode 14. Last episode we actually had like a double episode. How do I put it? Basically, I messed up, so in order to make up for the mess up, I had to do an extra episode that was just focused on the gameplay, because basically we weren't able to progress until I took care of it. So we're back with Hardspace, and yeah, this is one of the new ships that we can do. We now finally have our license to take care of, I think it's class 2 reactors, which is the big reason that I had to pause last time. Actually, I gotta figure out how this game saves, because I booted up the game before I started this recording, and it did that cutscene where what's his face from Corpo was just being mean and basically revoked what's her face's privileges from making calls outside of the station. So yeah, but welcome back. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing okay ish. What is that noise? I don't know what that noise is. Anyway, but yeah, a lot of things have been happening or have happened. I'm recording this mid-ish of March, and some people are in the community already kind of know what is going on, and I'm probably gonna. Anyway, sorry about that. We had to feed Indy, but yeah, a lot has been going on. Where do I begin? Well. Indy's been doing well, and I think last time we talked about Indy with his training. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, because, you know, bad content creator who doesn't look back at his previous videos, so shame on me. But Indy was supposed to have training. Come on. There we go. I'm gonna just have to cut these pieces. But Indy was supposed to have his training. And I think I mentioned it's through PetSmart, which again, didn't even realize that PetSmart has training. But unfortunately, they do. His grandma, which I know now, I mentioned, his grandma got him lessons through PetSmart, and we got him group lessons. So if there's no other dogs in the class, they have to cancel it. So. We actually have his first training lesson coming up this upcoming Saturday, so very excited for that. And he gets to start his doggy training, so that's cool. And he's been pretty good as of lately. He's been pretty good, except he just keeps digging holes, and still no snow. So unfortunately, he hasn't been able to experience his first snowfall, which is just unfortunate. Did I get all of these? I think I got all these. I think I can start pulling these off. Oh, nope. There we go. Okay, these go to the barge. Oh, that's easy. Barge. You gotta love it when it's nice and easy. You gotta love it. To the barge. Out. Let me get my bearings here. Oh, last time also in the game, we now have the ability to get demo charges, but I still need to buy the license for demo charges, but I don't know if I'm going to buy them. I mean, I probably foresee us needing them in the immediate, like in the near future, but maybe we don't need them right now. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so Indy's been good. A lot of the stuff that I'm talking about really kind of has to do with work. And also my health. So I guess I'll start with work stuff. Update on work stuff. So for those who maybe this is your first episode watching, or for those in the community who don't know, I technically have 2 jobs. I'm a content creator on both Twitch and now YouTube, and I do have a 9 to 5 job because to be perfectly honest, and I've talked about this before, Content creation right now for me doesn't pay the bills. How do I get this thing off? I'm gonna have to cut this thing. So yeah, so content creation at this moment doesn't really love the cut grade. Oh, I can't cut this. And how the heck am I supposed to get this thing off? All right, I'm gonna have to upgrade my cutter because it cannot cut that. So 2 jobs. So I work a 9 to 5, which I keep that as personal details. I don't like really sharing where I work. I try to keep my 2 jobs separate to the best that I can. We can cut these pieces. So try to keep that as personal as possible, and I understand a lot of people respect that. Some people are always curious, like, I bet you do this. But for those that don't know my 9 to 5, I actually got a promotion, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. I went with the company for about 4 years and just got my first promotion. They've honestly they've been pretty nice. They actually have given me a few bonuses over time, so that's been cool. What is Indy doing? He's just standing under me right now. Buddy, what are you doing, bud? Yeah? In that post dinner nap? He's like, I'm tired now, Dad. Ooh, dampener? Nice. There's supposed to be coils on here, so I gotta look for coils. Oh, God. This is unpressurized. Okay. This also leads to the inside here. Okay. I need to check something before we continue because last time we are in unpressurized. Okay, actually I think this is towards the front, so we can go ahead and pop this off. Alright, can this just come right out? Not gonna be okay, nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go, and just go right into the processor. Dope. Anyway, so yeah, so where was I? I'm like so scatterbrained right now. Oh, we can pop these off and then pull them out. Okay, and then we can pull out that cage. All right. The thing I wanted to check was that if there is a class 2 reactor in this thing, which I think that there is, I can't pull the batteries because last time I did, it kind of made the process a little wonky. So got to be careful on that. Careful pulling out the batteries. So don't let me forget. But anyway, so I got this promotion, which is really awesome, really cool. And it's been a little bit of a, I want to say hassle, but it's not really. So basically, I was on a team of like, how many people did we have? I'm honestly forgetting. I was on a team of like 5 or 6, and because we were doing so well, higher ups were like, hey, we're okay with you guys expanding the team and like separating into more concentrated teams to do business more effectively and everything. So I actually got promoted to be a team lead of a specific team. And I was told like, yeah, like it is going to change some of the things that you normally work on, and you will have 2 people like kind of under you. And I was so gung-ho for it. And they originally told me, hey, you're starting this February. February comes, nothing happened. Nothing. Now we're in March, and still was kind of like waiting to hear like, hey, when are we starting this and everything? So my manager / boss told me, yeah, oh, all of that is gonna start. All of this is gonna start. God, I'm like blanking out here, and that's partly because of the second reason, and I'll get into that. But all this is gonna start with the new hires and everything on April 3rd. First Monday of April. And I'm like, cool, so that gives me time to work on this, and this. And I have a meeting with him was it Tuesday, Wednesday? It was, I had a meeting with him on Tuesday because I took off Monday. And he just goes, oh yeah, by the way, he's like, we're actually starting this upcoming Monday. Oh, okay. What happened to April? Well, we got the ball rolling a little bit faster and everything. And I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I was honestly working on some documentation and things to assist the new hires, and was kind of working on getting like my training stuff ready. So that way when they started, I could, better answer questions and like what I was going to go over with them and everything. I had all this stuff planned. And I was like, oh, but I got time. And then all of a sudden, just like that, ran out of time, like completely. So I'll be honest, it kind of threw me for a loop. It was kind of stressful and kind of sucked to be, just to be told one thing and then all of a sudden it just like is all changing and everything. But I'm an adaptable. Oh God, it's turning the whole thing. Okay, there we go. Nice. All right, cool. But I'm a pretty adaptable guy. I can.
Cutter, you're looking at roughly 5 minutes.
Thank you, Weaver, for the 5-minute warning. I'm a pretty adaptable person, so I can adapt to situations and everything. So I did spend like all day Wednesday, well, all the rest of the day on Tuesday, then Wednesday, just working on all that stuff. And I ended up actually having to get a story to is that Rod? Rod. I actually had to have a story to help me because I was like just such a disorganized, disheveled mess. So she helped me basically proofread my stuff and help me organize it. So thank you, babe. But I got it all done, and I've been working with the new hires, and so far I really, really like them. They both come from like different work backgrounds, but they both seem eager to work and are excited. And I honestly am like excited to work with this team, and we're gonna have a lot of success. So really excited for that. Just a little stressful when you're told, hey, you have about like half a month to get ready for this, and then all of a sudden, oh no, that thing that I told you, half a month, no, that's wrong. It's actually way shorter than that. So so that happened. That was kind of annoying and kind of stressful, but what's done is done, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen. So excited to start that journey up this upcoming Monday, and I'll let you guys know in another episode on how that is going with the job. I appreciate people for understanding the privacy of the matter, because even though I want to be open and honest with you guys, I feel like when it comes to having multiple jobs, you should keep them separated, right? You should keep them separated. Plus, also, I don't know. I tend to keep that stuff separated. I don't know. There's some people from previous jobs, like when I used to work at like Best Buy and stuff like that, that knew like, yeah, I worked at Best Buy. I was going to college, and then I also streamed on Twitch. But this job is more like office and like a little bit more like professional. Not saying that working at Best Buy isn't professional, but you know what I mean. All right, cool. That's heading off into the processor. And we are going to have to go ahead and take apart the cockpit in here. I'm just worried if I pop out this battery here, it's just going to start making everything wonky. So let's head you down to there.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Just gonna take off all the lights in here. I would like to try and like maybe get this section.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
All like taken care of and everything. I'm glad we got the rod though, which means that we can go ahead and fix the last bit of the ship for this level. What is this? Is that anything useful? It is not. But anyway, so yeah, so that's my 9 to 5 drama. I don't even know if you want to classify that as drama. just shenanigans, problems. I don't know. Whatever you what verbiage you want to use. That's what I've been dealing with. So, can we go in here and just quickly depressurize? Yeah. Yeah, let's do this really, really quick. We only got about a minute. This is gonna give me wires. I don't want that. Where is the... There it is. Because I've been having this issue where I accidentally depressurize these cabins in a really awkward way, and it stinks. So we're just gonna quickly
1 minute left, Cutter. I'd say
do
get a
this.
move on, but you know that already.
All right, there we go. We can throw this away next time. All right. Let's go ahead and head back in the hab, and I'll fast forward us to putting the upgrade in the ship. Ugh. All right, see you in a bit.
folks. This is a private channel. Dee Dee, you alright?
No, I'm not. Taking away my comm privileges? Family's probably worried as hell about me now.
I'm working on that, Dee Dee. I'll get your comms back.
Wait, whoa. Is he actually allowed to do that?
He is. Didn't think he would. But he is.
Does he outrank you?
It's complicated, Lou.
Still think he'll be gone in a week, Dee Dee?
If he isn't, I'm gonna float over there and kick him straight out of the airlock.
Nice. If I get my hands on him, ooh.
All right, hold up now. Let's not get all fire and brimstone. We can still sort this out. Now, why don't we all just call it a day? Get some shut-eye, and we'll hit this up tomorrow, all right? Weaver out.
Yeah, I don't know. This guy just seems like a corpo problem. Like, power trippy corpo.
Your designated sleep period is
He just irks me. Just irks me. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start the shift, so I'll see you there.
You doing okay, Kai?
Oh, yeah. Thinking, I guess. Looking at Earth. Hard to imagine how much life used to live on it.
Can't fixate on the past, kid.
Yeah. You know, if my life had been different, I wouldn't be up here. I'd be working with animals. Well, nature in general. Maybe an ecologist or biologist. Not sure what they do, but I think I'd like it. Just imagine what Earth must have been like a couple hundred years ago. Full of life.
Animal husbandry ain't quite the same, but it might scratch that itch. Something to consider at least when you finish it.
Yeah. Thanks, Dee Dee. I'll keep that in mind when I finish.
Alrighty. Well, I mean that sounds like actually like really cool job. I mean, this all sounds cool, like working in space and deconstructing ships, but once you get down to the nitty-gritty of it, it's another job that's amassed by a major company, major corporation with really strict policies and rules and basically a lot of abuse when it comes to their workers, you know? I mean, this guy Hank just revoked her privileges to speak on comms. Uh-oh. Whoa. Okay, I did not realize that this room was not depressurized. That was a little dangerous. Posters, though. Lots of posters. Gonna collect all the posters. Thought I saw some things fly through. Is that another rod? Rod and a data drive. Food pack. Well, I really gotta start.
Airlock depressurizing.
Awesome. Okay. Anyway, so back to what we were talking about before. I don't even remember what we were talking about before. What were we talking about before? Oh, yeah. The stuff that's been going on. So yeah, that's my work stuff. Excited but nervous. Nervous but excited. And then it comes to the other things that have happened recently. Now, I'm not going to get too much into details because it is a little awkward for me. I ended up having to cancel stream because of this. So for anyone that doesn't know, I'm not the most healthy person. Oh, is this like a little stash? Kind of filter. I'm pretty healthy, right? I would like to say I think I'm pretty healthy. This problem actually has nothing to do with healthy, but I thought this. So anyway, I was in a particular area down low. I'm gonna be as broad as I can. It's not what you think, but basically I was having a very uncomfortable feeling. It basically felt kind of like if someone like punched you like really, really, really hard, or like you got hit on the head and you had like a goose egg, it kind of felt like that. And it started off like very mildly annoying, and it got worse and worse and worse. And you know, a thing that I always tell people, don't do this, go see a doctor. Well, I did that thing where I went online and I started looking at what it could be, and I started seeing like the worst case results and started panicking, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna run to the doctor, or I'm gonna jump on a teledoc. And big reason why I did this is also because my cousin recently just had a health complication, and you know, he's very, very young, and it was a pretty bad health complication, so it made me nervous. So I was like, you know what, this is not getting better, it's getting worse. I'm gonna go jump on a teledoc. And I did. And you know, I was telling the doctor, all my problems and everything, and he's like, you know, without really like seeing it too well, I can't really figure out what it is. And I said, well, if you had a guess, what do you think it would be? And he basically told me, it sounds like that I have an abscess. And if anybody doesn't know what an abscess is, basically think like it's a pus-filled growth. Not again, trying not to give or too much information or too gross of information, but this is just what it is. So I was like, so what should I do? He's like, I can give you some antibiotics. He's like, but I still he's like, you owe it to yourself and to your health to go and get it taken care of. And I was like, oh, it just won't go away. He's like, it can. He's like, but on most situations, an abscess will just get worse and worse and worse, which can lead to bigger health complications. He's like, so you need to go in and get it taken care of. And I was like, well, let me see how I feel after like taking some meds. A day later, after taking the meds, I felt worse. So I jumped on my health insurance site, found a doctor within my area. Luckily enough, I found the first person I reached out to is the doctor who actually does surgeries and procedures for that area. And also, luckily enough, he was in town, because he actually was away out of town, but he was in town that day to do a surgery at the hospital nearby, and he actually had about like 2 hours in between to see me. So I ran over there. It was like an emergency, like I had to get off of work. My boss sounded a little skeptical about it, and I was like, look, I'll get a doctor's note if you need to see it. He's like, no. He's like, I believe you. He's like, just let me know how it goes and let me know when you get back. Because, you know, training these new hires and everything, also adding a whole nother level of stress, because I was like, am I going to be out for the day? Whatever. Went in, got it taken care of, but I kid you not, I have a pretty high pain tolerance, I would say, or at least a moderate pain tolerance. But when the doctor came in and he like prepped me, he was like, I'm just going to let you know. He's like, this is going to hurt. He's like, I'm not sugarcoating it. He's like, I've met some tough guys in my life. He's like, this will hurt. He's like, alone the anesthetic we're gonna inject you with is gonna neutralize the abscess and like any gook and grossness that's in there. He's like, but it hurts, it burns. He's like, and then also, you know, with like, you know, draining it, it's gonna hurt too. He's like, so if you want to curse, if you want to yell at me or the nurse, he's like, you can. He's like, I just want to warn you. And I kid you guys not, I've never had like a surgery. I have had like some procedures like this done. This was the most painful. This was the most painful. It hurt so freaking bad. I did curse and I did yell a little bit, but got it done. And that all happened literally yesterday, because today is Saturday. So yeah, that happened. It sucked, but I got it done, and I am feeling better. But I need to start moving around, because I was doing a lot of research on this specific abscess removal, and there's a lot of recommendations of taking like baths and making sure that you clean it and everything, and to start walking. I need to try and move a little bit more. So after this video, I'm gonna probably go take a shower, maybe walk around a little bit. But yeah, it hurt real bad. And I'm just glad I got it taken care of, and my luck being able to go in and see this doctor and have him you know, take care of this. Like, what are the odds that this guy first of all, first person I reach out to is the doctor who handles this, and second, was available today, that day, yesterday, to see me. I think that the odds were, it's kind of nutty and kind of crazy, but I was so happy, and I'm not even kidding. I felt instant relief. Like, how do I put, like, again, I'm trying not to be too gross, and if this is grossing you out, I apologize, but you know, the whole point of this vlog series is to be open and honest with you guys, and share my life, what's going on with you guys. So let me know in the comments if this is too much information, and if I shouldn't have shared this. I'm open to just shutting my mouth if stuff like this happens. But the best description that I can give for it is like if you had like a massive pimple, right, and you pop it,
Salvage secured.
and the relief that you get after, you know, that like instant relief of the pressure. I felt it right away. I do have to like make sure that I clean it, wear gauze, because you know it is a drainage thing, so like it will continue to drain. But I'm feeling better now, feeling a lot better, and I honestly, like, I was trying to be like a tough guy. Like, I'm normally not like that. Normally, like, if I have some sort of health complication, I'm the kind of guy, especially if I have insurance, I'm like, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go see a doctor. Like, other people are like, nah, just give me some Tylenol, I'll be fine. No, for me, like, if I have my insurance, I'm going in. I'm gonna go see the doctor. Otherwise, what's the point of having insurance, you know? It's all good. Barge is good. Okay. But, yeah, I'm just glad that they were able to see me and take care of me and get it all handled and everything. So,
Salvage
you know,
deposit secured.
again, if you don't want to hear stories like that, let me know in the comments. But you know, my eyes, this is the place that I can kind of like share these details. And I might inform stream, because I did take off of stream yesterday, and I might take off of stream tomorrow, because I normally stream Monday, Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday. So depending on how I feel tomorrow morning, I might either cancel or I might stream and maybe make it like a short stream, just to kind of like let everybody know, hey, I'm alive.
Out of tethers.
I don't have any more tethers. All right, I can work without tethers until the timer's up. Ugh. Can I actually? Or have I been so spoiled by tethers that I need tethers? We can do this. We can do this without tethers. And yeah. Okay, that should go in there. Doop, doop, doop. I get it. I'm just being lazy right now, not getting any tethers. But anyway, so yeah, so that was the second thing. And that just added like a whole nother level of stress. Like I was like dealing with this like discomfort and pain, trying to train these new hires, running around trying to get like the documentation and stuff like that ready for them so it would make their lives easier. And you know, I mean, me doing my job as team lead / also trainer. You know, I just it's just a lot of stress. Just a lot of stress. It's tough, you know, but everything worked out in the end, and hopefully this thing heals up and I'll be right as rain. I was reading, I do need to go for a follow-up appointment in about like 2 weeks, so they can take a look at it and make sure that it healed appropriately, because abscesses, especially in this kind of area, they can, I think the doctor said it was like a 40% chance that it could happen again.
Salvage accepted. Applied.
And then at that point, I would need to go in for an actual surgery to get it like fully taken care of. And also the doctor said like it's nothing that you did, and I like was like, oh, thank goodness, because like I'm a pretty cleanly person when it comes to like personal hygiene and stuff like that. So I thought like, oh, maybe I wasn't taking care of myself or something like that. But he assured me, he's like, no. He's like, you could be the cleanliest person. He's like, this sort of thing, he's like, it happens randomly. He's like, it's just a random chance. He's like, sometimes it could have to do something with like genetics. But man, now I got 2 weird health things. I got the eyeball thing, which I talked about in a few episodes, which has been good. I haven't had another flare up with that. And then this weird thing. So cool. Lucky me, right? But yeah, other than that, things have been good. Oh, I also forgot to mention, Story got 2 jobs. So big hype for her on that. One of them is just like, it's like a contract job, so it's just like a need basis. So like they'll say, hey, we got a project for you, we need you to work on this, and then she'll work on it, get paid for it, and then when it's done, she basically goes on like hiatus until like they're ready for her again. And then the other one is contract to hire, which basically means they will reach out to her. She'll work on something, but at the end of the contract, which I think she said was like three months, they will assess her and see if they would like to hire her, which she thinks after meeting with them that it's a good chance. So keep your fingies crossed for Story for that, because I'm just happy that she got a job. I really am. It's tough right now for anybody out there getting jobs, and I know some of you guys, gals and pals, have popped in chat and have talked about it too. It's a rough environment and a rough climate right now. It sucks.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
So
Applying credit.
okay, I think that's it. Man, this ship is huge. Okay. Alrighty. Not too bad, though. I think we got a little, but we're not even halfway through this ship. We only got like through 30% of the ship, so. But anyway, I think that's where we'll leave this episode. I just kind of wanted to update you guys. I realized I haven't done one of these for this month. I try to at least do like 2 of these videos for a month. So that way, keeping you guys pretty consistently updated. I have implemented like my new schedule for posting these out to kind of catch up with the more current ones. So these videos come out every other Monday. And I actually just scheduled a bunch more. So, but I hope you guys are liking these. I mean, I like talking with you guys and updating you guys on things that are going on in my life, a little like kind of behind the scenes, or some things that I haven't talked about on stream, or in case you guys have missed some of these things that I do talk about on stream. This is like the perfect place and perfect game to play, honestly. I already kind of figured another game that we could do if and when we're kind of done with Hardspace. So we'll see if that we eventually get to that point. But anyway, let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below. Let me know if that story was gross and too much information, or any thoughts on my gameplay, on my life, my weird health complications. Let me know in the comments below. And make sure you do all the things, like, comment, subscribe. Helps me out tremendously to know if you guys are liking this kind of content and everything. And, speaking of, content, again, if you don't know this, I stream over on Twitch as well. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, Friday at 7 p.m. EST, and on Sundays at 2 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch me live, link will be down in the description. So, but thank you guys, gals and pals, for watching. I hope you all are doing well. And until next time, bye-bye.